or continue their training at another vocational school, students are getting ahead by beginning their education at the center. Several MCA students have already taken the advantage of the opportunities available, and MCA Live reporter Kayla Witt spoke with a few of these students.
I'm here with Jordan, Chelsea, and Jade. They are all students at the Northumberland County Career and Technology Center, and we're here to find out just a little bit more about what it's like there at the Tech Center. So Jade, you are part of the welding program. What made you decide that welding was the program for you?
Just a job for the future, so I know I'll have a job right out of Tech.
Right. It's always job security. Now, welders are always in high demand these days. Do you have any future plans in mind?
I would like to go to a welding industry right out of Tech and work there for 3 or 4 years and then get a higher job, so that's on my resume.
Good. It's like a stepping stone, right?
Right.
So do you have any advice to someone who is considering attending the VOTech program?
Oh, they should definitely do it. It's a great program. For the future, you'll always have a trade if you don't get a job.
Right. Now, Chelsea, you are in the carpentry program at the VOTech Center. Tell us about what is your typical day like?
Typically, you go into the classroom, you do a daily assignment, workbook stuff, then you go out and you do the more hands-on stuff. That includes, your first thing you do is a birdhouse with hand tools.
Right.
And then you move on to the machinery and you get into the bigger stuff.
Right, so gradually, getting better. Now, Chelsea and Jade, you are both in male-dominant fields with, your welding and your carpentry. Would you say you face any challenges with that,
It's a little bit of a challenge, but I think being with boys, it makes us step up more and try to prove ourselves better.
What about you, Chelsea?
I feel that the boys actually push you more. They make you want to work harder at what you're doing to show them that you are just as good as they can be.
Exactly. Now, Chelsea, what was your biggest influence in deciding on carpentry?
Actually, Mr. Forspring's class really brought me into it. That was the first woodworking that I actually experienced in 9th grade, and then in 10th grade it was actually brought up into the tech school.
Nice. So now, Jordan, you are in the protective services field at the Northumberland County Center. What is your typical day like?
My typical day, we go in, we do our book work, and with the EMT class we're in right now, it's a lot of book work. And after that, we'll go in, we'll do practical stuff, hands-on, patient assessments, boarding patients, and everything like that. So protective services is a police, fire, EMS field. Our teachers, they certified instructor for EMS. He's getting his fire instructor, and he's a police officer for the school campus for Penn State. So with the VOTech, you get your National Registry EMT class and your certification for that. And then after the VOTech, you go and be an EMT.
Right.
And then with the fire side of it, you'd also get parts 1 through 3 of your Essentials of Firefighting course.
What are your future plans after you graduate the Tech Center?
After I graduate from high school in the VOTech, I do plan on going to the National Guard and getting my, a field medic in the Guard. After that, I'm going to go to paramedic school and get my paramedic.
Exciting. Now, other than VOTech, you still have to come back to school. You have your core subjects, math, science, English, that kind of thing. How do you balance all the schoolwork, guys?
Well, with the VOTech, most of our work can get done there in the morning.
Right.
And then we come back, we go our normal schedule, 5 through 8, and we can get our homework done or all our classwork done here and not have to worry about that interfering with our tech life.
Exactly.
I believe it gives a great balance because you really do get that time period that you get your hands on and then your book work.
Right. All right, what about you, Jade?
That VOTech in school, they don't really get in the way of each other. I do my text work there and school work, homework I do at home. And the teachers are really nice and they understand about it.
Right, so it's not too difficult, to balance everything. Good.
Experts predict that vocational jobs will be in high demand over the next several years due to skyrocketing retirement rates and less young people pursuing these trades. Skilled laborers such as welders, plumbers, and electricians usually earn high wages with good job security and benefits. Next Tuesday, representatives will visit freshman civics classes to explain the courses offered. A follow-up field trip for interested freshmen will take place the following Tuesday, March 31st. Students are encouraged to consider the many opportunities at the Career and Technology Center. MCA Live will have another interview and more coverage on next week's broadcast. We'll be right back with Olivia after the weather.
bigger than ever this year. The student leaders have been chosen, and there are a total of 22 students in grades 10 through 12 helping out with the preparations for the dance marathon. Fundraising has started with last week's very successful Spring Fling dance and continues with St. Patrick's Day fun. Think Big will have a float in the Girardville St. Patrick's Day Parade, which is this Saturday, March 21st. Student leaders will split up the jobs of standing on the float, handing out beads, and canning for donations. Last year's parade had over 200 entries, and so it looks like a promising fundraiser. If you're at the Girardville Parade March 21st, help Think Big and donate $1 or $2 for pediatric cancer. Remember those delicious pretzel sandwiches? The freshman class is at it again, selling a variety of R&K subs, pretzel sandwiches, and frozen items. Subs are $5.50 each, pretzel sandwiches cost $5 each, and frozen items are $15 each. Orders must be in by March 20th, and delivery is April 1st. See any freshman class member to order. Hurry up and buy your delicious subs and sandwiches today. Have you ever wondered who keeps track of all the exciting history of the Mount Carmel area? The Mount Carmel Historical Society takes on this job with pride. Founded in October of 2013, the organization pursues their goal to preserve and remember the rich history of the Mount Carmel area. The newly elected officers are accepting donations of historical pictures or memorabilia of their community. There is no cost to joining the Historical Society, and new members are always welcomed. They meet monthly at the public library, and the next meeting will be held Wednesday, March 18th. For more information or donations, contact President Dave Berezowski at 570-205-4818. And for today's lunch, baked potato bar with dinner roll and crackers, peas and peaches. And for tomorrow's breakfast, sausage and cheese English muffin, assorted bagels with cream cheese, whole grain cereal with toast, assorted bagels, and 100% juice. That's all the news we have for you today, MCA.
Stick with MCA Live for all the latest.
School and community news.
And as always, have a great day.
You make your way across the world. Come back and tell me. Step up to